Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Picking it up live down at the 10th. Been a steady performance so far early in this first round, but at some point, Frank, they need to take steady to spectacular.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, Rich, and really sooner rather than later, that's for sure. But, yeah, steady becomes boring if it stays on for too long.
Good tee shot, good lie. Now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Ready to go now on the approach shot here at this par 4 10th. Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
Our computer gives us 23 feet, Rich.
And getting ready for the putt. Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem. Even par currently.
Steady as she goes, another par, and still even for the round. Well, we've arrived at our third par 5 of the day here at PGA West. It is the 11th. It is nicknamed, oh, I love this. She is winding up, just wants to tear the cover off this golf ball. Wow, I mean, she absolutely annihilated that tee ball. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. Frank, this TPC Stadium course in La Quinta, California has quite a history, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Every style of golf, age group, whether it's someone trying to get their tour card at the tour school, skins games played here from 1986 to 1991, even the PGA Club Professional Championship, they've all come and played here. It's so good to see it on the back on the rotation. But I've got to say, the one thing, and I was there, in 2000, it was the PGA Tour Q School. It was won by Stephen Allen, who was an Australian player. But the worst thing I've ever seen on a golf course happened on Alcatraz, 17th hole there. Joe Daly, who was looking like he was going to make his PGA Tour card, had a putt of about 3 feet. And I think he was playing with Craig Perks, who went on to win the Players' Championship. Joe Daly hits this putt. It hits the back of the hole, the liner in the hole, and popped out on the front lip. Never saw that before. It was amazing. And as luck would have it, Joe Daly missed his tour card by one shot.
That was as cruel a twist as I have ever seen in golf. Did the job right there. Right now, another clever, small par 4, only 363 yards here at the 12th.
Couple of different options here, Rich. You can lay it up just short of where that nose of the bunker starts to poke out on the right side of the fairway. Then you're going to be left with something in the sort of 140, 150 yard mark to the flag. Or if you want to get a little sort of greedy, you start to sneak it up there where it gets narrow. It's shorter, but requires a better shot.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. So yet another short iron shot into a par 4 here at the 12th. Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up. Long putt here. This will require a good touch. Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Just a couple of feet. Well, with that drop shot, moves to 1 over for the tournament. Frank, this is no easy shot here at the par 3 13th.
Yeah, 13th hole. I mean, it's so appropriate, the number of the hole for this this design by Pete Dye. Wooden bulkheads, I mean, they give you sort of that harsh look. And this is just an absolute scorecard wrecker. You get a little cavalier here, you just rack up a number. There's nothing wrong with just hitting it to the right side of this green, just taking a 3.
That one was running so hot. Frank, this ball's in the rough. You like to hinge just a little bit quicker on the takeaway when the ball is down like this?
No, when it's down, you've just got to make sure that you wind up almost like you're hitting a tee shot. This is not one to be dallied with. You've got to hit it powerfully, and you really have to focus on that club getting through the grass, past the ball, and out the other side.
Okay, has it, and stays at 1 over par. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports for our entire crew. I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now. This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Today it's live second round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Teeing off to start the round here at PGA West. This first hole is a 445-yard par 4. Frank, walk us through the first tee shot.
Only the longest hitters won't hit driver down here, Rich. 3 wood at that bunker if you are really, really long. Otherwise, sort of try and squeeze that driver down the left side. Shorten this hole up a little bit because it plays every inch of that 450 yards. This looks like it's heading for the bunker. Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, rough.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a master class in short game.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Frank, the second hole is only 371 yards. What's the challenge here?
The bunkering. This is really well bunkered. You'd expect that for a hole this short. If it's well bunkered, it means that it's vital to get it on the fairway.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Frank, I'm guessing as a player, this is the kind of shot you like. Early in the round, short par 4, nice look as you get set for the approach shot.
After a tough opening hole, Pete Dye gives you a chance here. Scoring club in hand, if you can get it to the right distance, even 15 feet right of this flag, very much a birdie chance.
Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
So a tester from 4 feet. So makes the birdie putt, now 1 under for the tournament. Now to the third hole, a par 4, 471 yards. Frank, break this hole down for us.
Well, the trouble appears down that left side with the series of bunkers, but you've got to take into account the trees that are well positioned down the right side. Plus, as you can see, this fairway is not exactly flat.
Frank, what's the best way to get at this hole location here at number 3?
If there's a desired shot pattern, it's a little draw off the tee and a little draw in. And the reason why, if you look at the shape of that green, it's on a 45-degree angle to the left, so it really does suit a shot coming in from the right.
That would be a great look at birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll. Great sense of speed in that. You know you can make those, but that one right in the middle.
Now at the fourth, par 3, and Frank, what's the key here?
Somehow find some green grass. The name Sandpit pretty much tells you what is around the green. Are you for real? It was terrible.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
All right, now another shot from the rough.
Yeah, this time better be better than the one we just saw.
It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the players' shots, that's for sure. Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Gonna take some skill now.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Okay, good shot on the dance floor. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. Well, once you hit double to par, it's time to just pick up and move on. Frank, this looks like a fun hole. The first par 5 of the day, 535-yard fifth.
Yeah, as long as you've got something that doesn't go left off the tee shot and doesn't go right off the second shot, you'll be fine.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is going. Oh, that's off the beaten track. You got 5 minutes to find it.
Frank, in golf, as we know, there's short grass and there's long grass. We all want to be in that short grass, but it doesn't always work out that way. So what's the most important element from the shot, from the rough?
You have to be a little bit more conservative first and foremost because you can't guarantee a perfect strike out of the long grass. So therefore you have to look around the greens, maybe short, to the right, to the left, and realize what's involved. And also just give yourself a slightly bigger target.
Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the...
Thank goodness, Frank, back on dry land here.
as long as this one avoids it.
So this will be the third shot after taking the drop with the ball going in the water. Frank, this is one you don't practice, but sometimes you have to do it. Time for the drop.
Yeah, it should be the easiest shot in golf. You've just paid for it.
That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club. Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
So another bogey on the scorecard. And Frank, what happened this week?
I think it's a week to forget, Rich.
That concludes the second round here at this amazing golf course. And Frank, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
I certainly am as well. The players have gotten off to a very good start, and they must have a good feel for the course right now and know what they have to do in order to win.
This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live third round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Frank, how about this hole, the par 5 11? Long one.
Oh, it is. And, you know, anything over 600 yards, only the longest it is the Bubba Watsons, the Dustin Johnsons of the world. The other ones that can get home on a hole like this. For the other ones, even those bunkers down the left side are sort of in play. You at least have to give them a cursory look off the tee. Nothing wrong with a hole a par 5 that you can't reach. You still play it as a 3-shotter. And in some respects, you get rewarded for laying up here because that water that comes in on the left-hand side, that's not going to be in play.
This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. A good 20-footer here. How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
Drops for a par. Now the par 4 12th, only 363 yards, but Frank, it is intricate. There's a lot involved, isn't there, in playing a hole like this?
Yeah, I think this is where you have to work out, which clubs do you hit the best? Are you better with a 9-iron? Are you better with a wedge? Because that's the distance you want to hit it to. That's how you can be aggressive, even when you're laying up.
Club has been pulled, ready for the second shot now at the par 4 12th. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
Very nicely done, right on the dance floor. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Didn't quite have the break on that medium-length putt right there. Continuing to putt with confidence. Now teeing off here at the par 3 13th. And now we're at the par 3 13th hole, 214 yards.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You've hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Frank, what do you make of this par 3 13th at 214 yards?
It's another example of Pete Dye using those sort of very harsh wooden bulkheads that give you that such a definitive line around the edge of the green. Plus, it's his ability to turn a straight hole into a very angular or crooked looking hole.
No fairway here, this one in that rough. Frank, what's the best way to get at the golf ball when it's sitting down just a bit in the rough?
You have to accept the fact first and foremost that you're not going to get clean contact. So you have to decide whether the ball's going to come out short or it's going to fly. Because very rarely will it come out the normal distance of what you hit on the fairway. So if it's a little thin and wispy, chances are it might fly. If it's nestled down, you're going to have to take at least another club.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Well, that's why on this golf course, Frank, there is a premium on hitting fairways.
You're exactly right. Might be also protecting against a fly, but that did anything other than fly.
Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
Frank, not close, but from that line, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich. It's that sneaky distance.
Never quite had enough oomph on that.
Yeah, sort of a wishy-washy stroke.
Just a couple of feet.
Well, that was a tricky one, but it's in.
Frank, you've been there at so many tournaments around the world. One round to go, a chance to win. What's that feeling like?
Oh, this is the fun part, knowing whether or not your body can handle the situation. You've got to push it to the limit. But that's what sport and golf is all about. Trying to do something that you've dreamed of for so long.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today, it's the final round of the Career Builder Challenge. Hold on here a second. She is winding up for a big one. She wants to smash it as far as she can hit it.
Nice.
Looks good. Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Second shot now at 15.
Safely on deck.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. This for birdie. Frank, the good players continue to play good golf, even if they're not winning or in the top 5.
Yeah, that position's starting to look a little brighter than what it was at the beginning of the day. Now in the top 25.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Third shot, looking for a good one. Beautifully played hole.
Eagle there. Big move up the leaderboard. Top 25. When you're playing for your bread and butter, this is really where it matters. If you can't win, making as good a move as you can.
So, Frank, you arrive on the tee box. What are you thinking here as you look out at the hole they call Alcatraz? Par 3 17th at 168 yards.
Well, we've seen it all here, Rich, from that hole-in-one that Lee Trevino had in the Skins game all the way back in 1987 to people splashing away left, right, and center. No advice here. You can see what's in front of you.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the 3 bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. But because they're perfectly situated here, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, a great shot.
That will be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. This is a pretty good performance right here. 6 under for the tournament. So that concludes the final round here at this spectacular setting. Frank, final thoughts on the tournament?
Rich, I thought this was really a fantastic venue that challenged the players, and we saw some exciting golf out there all across the board.